There are 9 reasons why you typically can't sell anything to your website visitors. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to break down when you have thousands of website visitors, but you can't sell more than $100 a month to your audience. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. The first reason is poor keyword targeting. Look, not targeting your ideal buyers is useless. It doesn't matter how much traffic you have. And I'm going to give you a prime example of this. Guess how many visitors I get on neilpatel.com? 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 100,000? What's your guess? It's roughly 8, 9 million visitors a month. But majority of the audience, not even 1%, I'm looking at less than 0.1% of my audience is converting into customers. Sure, my price points are high, but the bigger reason on why a lot of my traffic is not converting is I went after the wrong keywords. It's not just about getting traffic, it's about intent. So what I want you to do is go to Ubersuggest, type in a keyword related to your space, and then on the left side, go to the Keyword Ideas report. The Keyword Ideas report shows you all the keywords within your industry. And this is giving you a lot of ideas. I want you to look for the keywords that have high traffic volumes and a high CPC. CPC stands for cost per click. The higher that number typically means the better that keyword converts. And it's not always about visitor count, but it typically is about higher CPC. The higher the CPC, the better the keyword typically is. And if you do that, you're gonna find a laundry list of keywords that you can potentially target. And if you're logged in on this report, you can also click a button that shows you all the keywords that you can rank for. You put in your URL and it'll filter those keywords to give you the ones that you have the highest probability of ranking for. The second reason is no sales funnel. Look, sales is like dating. If you just go down the street, you meet a random person, you say, hey, will you marry me? And you pop out a ring, they're gonna probably say no. I don't care if you look like, a supermodel. Most people are just gonna say no. Why? Because they don't really know you. But if you ask someone on a date, there's a higher chance that they say yes. And then if you say, hey, let's go on a date, we like each other, go meet up for coffee, then eventually go on a few more dates, meet their friends, eventually meet their parents, eventually you move in together, fast forward a few years, then you ask them, will you get married? The chances are they'll say yes. Now I get it. With your online business, you don't have that long to make a sale, and you're not asking for as big of a commitment compared to marriage. But if you have a sales funnel, you can actually start converting people better because you're taking them through the stages they need to go to in order to convert them. Check out a product called ClickFunnels. It helps you create funnels really quickly, and they have templated funnels depending on what industry you're in that automatically convert well. The third reason, no sales process. Ton of money is in sales. Just look at the company Salesforce. They're massive. Why are they massive? Because of sales. Most of the companies listed on the stock market, whether it's the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, they're massive because of sales. You can't take sales for granted. So build out a sales team. There's a lot of books that can help you with sales, such as Winning by Design and or the Little Red Book to Selling, I believe it's called. Check that one out as well. And they'll just help you get better at sales, and that can help you generate more revenue as well. The fourth reason, your product or service isn't a winner. Look, if you look at the majority of the large corporations out there, whether it's Nike or Microsoft or Airbnb, yes, they're generating a lot of sales through SEO and pay-per-click and social media marketing, but the majority of their sales actually don't come from any of those channels. It doesn't come from TV ads or radio or anything like that. It actually comes from word of mouth. But how do you get that word of mouth? One way is you just be in business long enough. But to be in business long enough, you need to have a good product or service. If you have an amazing product or service, that's what's going to create the growth and the word of mouth. Fifth reason, mismatch between your traffic and the product and service that you're offering. For example, back in the day, I used to go after a lot of keywords related to Instagram marketing because there's so much traffic related to it, such as how to get more followers or how to make money on Instagram. Because I'm like, hey, people who pay me for marketing, they all use Instagram, so I should educate them on Instagram marketing. But even though that is marketing, there's a mismatch. I don't really offer Instagram marketing services at my ad agency, NP Digital. Instead, we help people with their SEO, and we help them with their paid ads and email marketing conversion. And sure, we help them with Instagram, but it's not a big portion of our business. It's more so an add-on that if business need help, we'll help include it in their omni-channel approach, but Instagram more from the content creation side or the ad side. But we don't really focus on, hey, let's get you more followers. So there's a mismatch there. Even though it's marketing related, it's not ideal fit for ideal customers. Because people come to us and say, I want to spend $1, you better make me more than $1, at least in the long run worst case. So you need to make sure there's alignment. Number 6, you don't have enough authority or credibility yet to endorse your product or service. For example, if I'm going out there and telling everyone, hey, at NP Digital, we're amazing at getting people more SEO traffic and more paid traffic and just really skyrocketing rankings, and people are like, Neil, have you done this for anyone else? I have, luckily, but if I didn't have those case studies, I would be screwed. And I get that you may not have that. But at the beginning, can you at least do something for your own site or do some pro bono work and show that you can provide results to other people? And with my own website, neilpatel.com, which is how I got really started early on, I have millions of visitors. I'm like, look, if I can rank my own website against other marketers in the most competitive industry, I can rank your website. And that really does help. You got to get that credibility. And at the beginning, it takes a while to really build it up, but in the long run, you'll get there. Number 7, fine-tune your checkout process. A big thing in checkout process, I learned 2 big things that really do help. The first thing is with the checkout process is, number 1, it's all about 2-step checkouts. If you're Amazon, not really. The more simplistic your checkout, the better. But I found that if you ask for name and email first, and then the rest of the form fields later on, you typically can increase your conversions by 8, 9, 10, 11%, somewhere around there, especially if you're a new brand. The second thing that I found with checkout is people want those options for payment. It doesn't have to be like NASCAR where you have all those logos and give 20 checkout options, but whether you take credit card or PayPal, maybe a few other options, the more the better, but don't overdo it. Just put the main ones. Because when someone's sitting on their couch and they're on their mobile device, they see a TV commercial or they see something they like on Instagram they want to buy, they don't want to get up and get their wallet. 8, split test your product pages and see what's working best with your audience. It's all about conversion optimization. Just because you have 100 visitors, you may not get 1 to buy from you or 2 or 3. And if you're not, in many cases there will be something wrong, especially if you're getting thousands of visitors. So what I recommend doing is using a tool called Crazy Egg. And with Crazy Egg, once you create your account and put in your URL, you get started for free, or at least with a free trial. And with Crazy Egg, what you'll find is it'll show you a heat map of where people are clicking and where they're not. And that'll give you an idea of how people are engaging on your page, as well as showing you videos of mouse movements and general patterns of how people interact with your pages. And then what I would do is use those ideas to come up with A/B tests, which you can also do through Crazy Egg, through their WYSIWYG editor, so you don't even need a developer. And 9, work on your call to action buttons. So again, it's all about your CTAs, and you can test that as well within Crazy Egg, whether that's add to cart, add to checkout, start your free trial. Some of these buttons have a huge impact on sales, and it may not be 20, 30%, but even if it's a few conversion points, it all really does add up. Now, if you need help with your marketing, check out my ad agency, NP Digital. And if you just have any questions, just leave a comment below. I'm really here to help you succeed. So don't be shy. Ask me any questions you have. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, tell the people about it. Thank you for watching.